Oh, what's going on there? This is Analyrical from Background Noise Crew. This is Ask Analyrical Volume 5 or Volume 5. Thanks for tuning in. And right now we've got 5 more questions for you. So 5 questions masters the episode. So please also, if you have questions you want to ask, please send them to analyrical@gmail.com. It should be like right around here somewhere in the screen. Please send me your questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. I mean, what the hell else are we doing, you know what I'm saying, besides making music and having a good time. So let's get right to it. 5 questions for you. So, the first question, which should be right here, is a question from Reggie in Fargo, North Dakota. And Reggie asked me, what video games do I play? Reggie, great question. I know tons of people out there, tons of rappers. I mean, basically everyone loves to play video games, and it's athletes do it as well. And video games that I really enjoy, FIFA World Cup for the Xbox. I got all 3 systems. I got the PS3, the Wii, and the Xbox. FIFA World Cup for the Xbox 360. Great game. I love soccer. It's an international sport. So fun to play. Secondly, I gotta say, is the Mario Brothers game, the new Mario Brothers game for the Wii, the one where you can do co-op together through a scrolling side screen. Totally fun game. And it's really fun because it can get very frustrating, but you have to work together at the same time if you play with someone else. Very funny and frustrating game, but also very entertaining to get through. And then my third favorite game is one of my buddy Mike's favorite games. He and I have been playing it for years. It's the NBA 2K series. In this case, it would be NBA 2K11, and that's the game with Jordan back in the NBA series, which he was gone from for a very long time. But you can put Jordan on any team you want, and you can get it done. And there's also challenges with Jordan where you have to score, like, you know, do the legendary things like score the 60 some odd points against the Celtics. And just the challenges are really fun to do, and it's a great video game. So those are the kind of games that I kind of like, and so please, yeah, you know, check them out and have fun and do your thing. Chris, you live in Minnesota. You should know the best thing about Minnesota is the women. They're beautiful. They might be crazy, but the cold makes everyone crazy. I mean, the wintertime here is ridiculous. The best thing about Minnesota is springtime, women, uptown, Lake Calhoun. Do I really need to say anything else? That's the best thing about Minnesota, Chris. And so please appreciate the beautiful nature and scenery you have around you. When I first read this, I laughed a ton, and then I realized that you can ask me anything you want, and I have to answer. And that's the beautiful thing about this segment. Edgar, how the chicken crossed the road is very simple. He basically, or she basically, walked. That's how they got across the road. You know, there may be some philosophical answer you might be looking for, but they walked. Very, very good question, Katie. Everyone has their, you know, a lot of times you see people get together and they pray, or they huddle up, or, you know, they maybe like listen to music, or maybe they run down the halls. What do the pre-show, what do people do right before they're about to perform to get them amped up or to get them ready for such a moment? And for me, it's pretty simple. I take about 2 sips of water about every time before I go on stage. I basically close my eyes, I look down, and I say, and I'll be honest, I just say, let's kill this shit, let's go. Whether I'm near someone, whether I'm with other members of the crew, or I'm by myself, or with other performers, I basically just take 2 sips of water, say, let's do this shit, let's kill it, let's make this happen. Then I get on stage and I do the thing. Not too complicated, but it's just something to get me motivated and just remember why I love doing this music thing. Molly, the thing that I eat and drink before shows is not much. I like to have water without ice, as I've learned that the really cold water tends to tense up or clench your throat a little bit and your esophagus, which can affect your vocal patterns. So I like to have lukewarm to cold water without ice before shows and during shows. And if I'm going to eat anything, I try to keep it light. I might have like a salad. I eat carrots before shows a lot of times, or maybe just a small sandwich. But I try not to have a huge meal before shows because I don't want my stomach or my breath control to be affected too much or fluctuate. So I usually try to keep it light, just something to have in the tummy for energy, and it's usually what I stick with. Don't get too complicated. Make sure you have plenty of water, and make sure that you take breaks before the show and during the show and after the show. Make sure your breath is very good and your exercise control is very stable. So with that being said, that's the end of Ask Analyrical episode 5 or volume 5. Please send your questions to analyrical@gmail.com. Keep sending them. We've had a lot of fun doing this. Thank you to TKD so much for being my cameraman. Once again, he's done a great job. And make sure you also check out backgroundnoisecrew.com. And with that, man, I'm going to get back to the website, back to doing the music thing, and see y'all very soon. Bye-bye. I'm as live as it gets, I'm a poet undercover. I'm tested by the kids, I'm approved by the mothers.